Welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata no Sahai is still my name, and I'm so happy to come your way today and make your day very valuable. Now, my conversation with you this morning is on the topic 5 ways to show commitment to your boss. 5 ways to show commitment to your boss. You know, your boss needs you, seriously needs you. Then also, you need your boss. You know, if you work in a system, in an organization, in a work environment where you have an amazing idea, very awesome idea. Now, if your boss does not endorse that idea, it will likely not fly. It may not move to the next phase. This could be an idea that will transform the entire system, the entire workplace, the entire organization, and it will even elevate you to the next level in your career. You know, but if your boss is not in good terms with you, or if you are not in his good books, you are not showing commitment to making sure he succeed in that branch of that organization, he succeed in that region, you are not making sure, you are not committed to him to make sure he succeeds in that department, that he is the HOD, you know, he may not be available to endorse, you know, any idea that you may want to push in the system. And if he's not endorsing it, his own boss may not also believe in it. You have to get you know, an endorsement from him before it moves to the next phase. So we are looking at 5 ways to show commitment to your boss. This is actually a follow-up to the topic we looked at the last time, which was 6 ways to help your boss, to help you. You know, the last time we said that you need to understand your boss' performance expectation. You need to communicate, keep him updated with your update. We said you need to understand his work style, his preference. You need to equally understand his pressure. Then you need to also learn to offer to take more tasks, especially when you are through with doing what you have been assigned. Then the 6th one was learn to give notice well ahead of time. You know, we looked at that the other time, and the other time we tagged it as 6 ways to help your boss, to help you. But today is 5 ways to show commitment to your boss. And the first one we are looking at this morning is be loyal. Loyalty, integrity today has become an extremely scarce commodity amongst employees. But if you are loyal to your boss, if you show commitment through loyalty, you'll be positively projecting your self-brand to your boss, and that will go a long way to ensure that you have cordial working relationship with him that will be able to ensure that he succeeds, the system succeeds, and at the end of the day, you also succeed. Be loyal. Have integrity. Be honest. You remember our beloved country national anthem, you know, the national pledge. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. That is just using syntax and semantics, using synonym to emphasize the same thing. I pledge to Nigeria, my country. So also have this pledge to your boss, to your employer, to your HOD, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. This is very key. You know, it is written in the scriptures that it still was, you know, it needs to be found faithful. Faithfulness, loyalty, integrity is a critical self-personal brand you must possess to your boss to ensure that you are working and showing commitment to him. This is just so key. Then number 2, respond straight away. Don't delay your response to his message. Respond straight away. Don't delay your response to his message. Now, your boss sends you a mail, sends you a message, he pulls a call through. Even if you are trying to urgently sort out something with a client, just do everything possible, even with a text message, even with just 2 words, 3 words, acknowledge the fact that you have received the message and that you will attend to it as soon as possible. Always acknowledge your boss message, even if you don't have that time at that moment to quickly, you know, do the job he wants you to do, to quickly carry out the task he wants you to carry out, just because probably you are attending to a client that you urgently need to sort out. Do everything possible with a simple message. Since, sir, I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you, sir. Message seen, message received. I will be seeing you in another 30 minutes. Make sure you always acknowledge your boss' message Don't delay. Respond straight away. This is okay. Then the third one, third strategy you can also engage to show commitment to your boss is to ask for advice when needed. Ask for advice when needed. Those who ask questions never lack answers. When you are working on a project, on an assignment, on a task, and you find yourself in some detours, you find yourself in some, you are experiencing some bottlenecks, don't be ashamed to ask questions. Don't be ashamed to ask for guidance. Those who ask questions never lack answers. And your asking questions speaks volume that you don't want to make mistakes. You want him to succeed. You want the department to succeed. You want the unit to succeed. You want the branch of that organization to succeed. So you don't just, work like a scalar quantity. You have all the magnitude, you have all the power, and you don't have a proper sense of direction. And in ignorance, you are just, in our environment, in Pidgin English parlance, they said, anywhere beleface. No, don't work like that. You need to ensure that you have proper direction. Those who ask questions never lack answers. Be humble enough to always ask questions when the need arises. This is so important. You have tried as much as possible to use your initiative. You've done the best you can do. And you know that, moving to the next phase, taking the next decision, will be a decision that will not really go a long way to advance the course of the system because it will not be an informed decision. For you to avoid that kind of error, that kind of mistake that may just, bring serious, disadvantage to the system, all you need to do is to ask questions because that will go a long way to help you make the right decision, an informed decision that will help you, take things to the next level for the system, for your boss, and also for yourself. This is okay. Then the fourth one is know your boss' strengths and weaknesses. And when you get to understand that this is the weakness of your boss, it is not for you to gossip about, but you are to use your strength. In short, the reason we employ people, the reason employers employ people is to use the strength of the employee to cover their weaknesses. When you find yourself in a team, find yourself in an organization, a system whereby you have somebody that you report to, and you get to understand the person's weakness, your boss' weakness, a way you will help show commitment to him is for you to see that you use your strength to cover the gap created by his weakness or weaknesses. This is just so key. You are not to, go about gossiping about his weaknesses, his gaps or lacunas. No, that is not your job. That is not why you are in the team. That is not why you are in the organization. And that wouldn't speak volume. It would not speak positive volume of you. Just ensure that you do everything possible to use your strength to cover his weakness. This is so key. Then the fifth one, we are looking at 5 ways to show commitment to your boss, which is a follow-up to the topic we looked at the last time, and that topic was 6 ways you can help your boss to help you. Today is 5 ways you can show commitment to your boss. The fifth one, communicate your personal matters in person or on phone or over the phone. Communicate your personal matters in person or over the phone. What am I saying? When there are things you are not happy about, you're already having negative emotions, don't send a text message to your boss to express your displeasure over what you are not happy about or over what you are displeased about in the system or whatever thing that has happened in the system, because you may fall a victim of having your message, your text message, your typed message misinterpreted. When you have that negative emotion, you are angry, you are not happy, you are upset, and you now take your phone or send an email in that negative emotion, you may use some words that when it is read, it will be different from when it is said. So you need to be very smart. If you are displeased with anything in the system, you are displeased with your boss or the way your boss resolved an issue between you and a colleague, you are not happy about it, do everything possible within your power to see that you meet him in person, to speak your mind, to respectfully express yourself over that issue, or you call him on phone so that at least your tone of voice is being heard. But if you type some words with negative emotion, you may find yourself being misinterpreted, and that can actually set you up for serious trouble in the system. This is so important. Communicate your personal matters in person or over the phone so that your tone of voice will be heard, and some words you may use will not be misinterpreted. But if you use those words, when you type them, when you send them as text message, they could be well misinterpreted. So it's so important you engage these strategies. 5 ways to show commitment to your boss. The first one we said, be loyal. The second one, respond straight away. Don't delay responding to his message. Number 3, always ask for advice when needed. It's so important. The fourth one, know his strengths and weaknesses. And you were employed not to gossip about his weaknesses, but to use your strength to cover the weaknesses. And the fifth one is communicate your personal matters in person or over the phone so that the tone of your voice will be heard, and some words you may use will not be misinterpreted compared to when you send them as text. This is so important. I believe that a lot of value have been added to you today, and it's so key that you reach out to me so that we can sit down, discuss, have training sessions with your people, see how we can drive productivity and effectiveness in that your department, in that your work environment, and be able to take things to the next level for you. And that is why my phone numbers are right there on the screen. The first one is 080 66 86 5060. I take it again, 080 66 86 5060. The second one is there as well. It's 080 529 29120. 080 529 29120. If you're outside Nigeria, you want to reach me, just add our beloved country code +234 8066 86 5060 +234 80 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will still remain the amiable Inoagata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed. God bless you.